We'll get started in a couple minutes. All right, ready? Yeah? Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha, Gurureva Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Howdy, everybody. Thought we'd have more attendees given this was the teachers' meeting day, but that's okay. It's being streamed, so this 30 minutes, we can still have satsang here. Given that we're nearing the end of the year, I wanted to focus primarily on reflecting on how this semester went and what would you like to do coming up in that next semester. But a few things I have that I'd like to say first. First thing is that topic of class updates. Okay. This was something during the teacher's training and after. I was really adamant that you do your class updates, fill out the form with those, and share it in the WhatsApp group for the parents. I'm glad to say that most of you have been following it. I'd say about 70% of our teachers, or teacher pairs, diligent about putting in updates. And I'm seeing it in the WhatsApp on a weekly basis. Parents are also appreciating it. The whole reason why I was so firm about this is if we are to make a connection with these kids, to have them take Bal Vihar seriously, especially middle school and high school, for them to care, there has to be that family buy-in. If the family treats this like it's any other extracurricular, I slowly drive by, kick him out of the car, and then go back, and then come back to pick him up. It'll become like any other extracurricular, where the parents have no investment in there. And then once the kids get to high school and rebel and don't like coming, once they get to college, have no Hindu connection, these same parents will come and cry and say, oh, my kids don't have any connection with mission or Hinduism or anything. Okay, was it ever a priority growing up? Then that's the effect. So this is one way where, as the religious institution, family institution, we build that bond. It's important to have that buy-in. So many of you, I'm so glad, especially I look at these two Saaket sessions here. I see more updates from the Saaket sessions than I do from the other ones, with the exception of maybe F1 in Frisco. So it's much appreciated. But one trend I am seeing is when it comes to the high school classes especially, I'm not seeing these class updates happen. Younger grades, you're doing it really well. And they're in depth, they're helpful. And I do read through these things. I spend a lot of time reading through these things. High school teachers though, and I'm saying 8th and above in this instance, please do put in these updates. And also evaluating, talking to kids about how the classes are going, talking to co-teachers about how their co-teachers are doing, all of this. This whole semester I've just been plugged in at various places. We will have a shakeup next year in the teaching ranks. And it should be that way every few years. Where we get despondent, really comfortable with a certain grade, We'll change that up next year so that there's also growth for you as teachers as well. Where yes, we master a certain topic, we teach it for several years, and we get to the point where we mentor other teachers in that as well. That's great to see. But still, for your own tripti, for your own satisfaction then, taking on a new challenge is always good. We'll have some shakeups there. More on that to come next semester. And before we get to the meeting, I want to do a reflective exercise today, all right? Usually we get into groups. Let's see if it'll work today. Kindergarten through second grade. How many of you guys? Yeah, baat hai. Third through fifth grade. Okay. Sixth through eighth grade. Okay. Ninth through 12th grade. Okay. Yeah, we can do this that way then. So in a minute, getting into your groups, 3 questions I'd like you to answer. And Chitrakoot also, 3 questions to answer within your group, okay? First question is, if this is your first year teaching, by default, you have to go by this year. If you've taught for more than just this year, you can use it to compare. What is something that's going really well for you in class this year? And don't do something that's out of your control, like the kids are smarter, or the kids are nicer, or my co-teacher actually shows up. Don't get passive-aggressive with these. Confine it to your teaching and your process. What has been better for you as a teacher this year from your teaching? Is it that I've been preparing more? Is it that I'm more comfortable with the material this year? I mean, there's an ease when I'm doing it. Is it that, man, this stuff finally makes sense? Like the Hindu culture book I've gone through 6 times, it never made sense. This year, the words actually form sentences that mean something. Those sentences make paragraphs that mean something even more. It actually is speaking to me now. That could be it. So what is it different about your teaching in a positive way? Second question is, what is it that's still a challenge for you? Whether it's I still feel connecting with the kids in class, hard to do. I still feel I'm given story upon story to teach Bhagavatam, but I can never finish the story. It's like a running race every single week. Some teachers feel that way. What is still a challenge that persists? Okay? I still hate teacher satsang, I fall asleep during it. That's fine. It can be that also. Whatever that challenge is. Third is the most important one, that with December coming to a close pretty soon, almost out for Balvihar, this next second semester, what is one new practice or something I'm going to do different? Whether it comes to prep, whether it comes to delivery, whether it comes to dynamic with the co-teacher, what is something I am specifically going to do differently? Don't say something like, I'm going to teach better. Make it specific. What is that tangible thing I'm going to do to be better next semester? So first thing, what has been working well? What is something you're pleased about? Second thing, what is still a challenge? Something specific that's still a challenge with teaching. Third is, what am I doing differently for next year? So right now it's 10:55 almost. Let's go till about 11:10. 11:10 to 11:15, we'll discuss this and share, and then we'll have our teachers meeting after that. So kindergarten to second grade here, 3rd through 5th here, 6th through 8 here, 9th through 12 over there. All right, let's hear it. Are you everybody? So, we'll go from, like a sprinkler system. I'll go like this, then I'll go like that, then I'll go like this. So, starting from right here, and make it brief so I can restate it for the Chitrakoot people. What's working well this year from your perspective?
One is that most of us have taught the same class a number of times.
Mm-hmm.
Reinforcement of that topic, gets into our memory. It comes into our memory.
So teaching the same, guys, listen up to them. Listen to them, please. When it comes to this, teaching the same grade for a second or third time now, those topics really sink in. It's making a big impact, yes?
And the second one is the challenge that we have is that how do we
Just the first one now, only the good things so far. Then we'll get to the bad.
the other one is that so it's easy to reflect on the words.
Yeah.
Right? For example, if you've taught a lower grade, let's say kindergarten or ninth, and now you're teaching the 11th, it's the same kind of topic, but it's just that the maturity level is different. So there is like a discovery in our own selves, and therefore it comes out that way as well.
So when it comes to, even if it's kindergarten and you're teaching 11th grade later, it's the same thread. It's the same concepts, just at a different maturity level, but the value system we're giving is essentially the same.
And finally, is that we're able to connect with the kids. The kids are listening these days, probably because of they are able to relate or whatever it is, they are able to connect.
Kids are listening better. That's always good. But some of them, yeah. Good, good. All right, 6th through 8th grade. What's good that's happening?
We are able to cover the portions that we expected. The material seems to be absorbed well because we ask the question, they are responding correctly. That's what we found.
Cool. What's good here? What's happening? Good.
Here also we felt like if we are taking the same class the second time, like they said, so we have better, understanding of the topics, so
Yeah.
we have more confidence in presenting it. There's also what we saw is the kids bring some learnings from their parents as well, like whatever, like if the kids are also talking and they're able to join in the conversation.
So kids are bringing in things from their parents, things from home, contexts like that, and this is a 3rd through 5th grade level saying that. That helps. That adds depth to the conversations. Kindergarten through 2nd, what's going well?
What's going on well is that we've been able to establish a connection with the kids.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Able to understand what their thought process is, so it's easy to go ahead and communicate. At least for the first grade, we are able to tell them that the Ramayana is not a myth, but
Good.
it's a fact. So that was a huge change from last year to this year. The kids are able to understand that we are talking about.
So a basic thing but important thing, that Ramayana for 1st grade, we've gone from not calling it a myth to calling it a historical thing. Understand the kid's mindset to understand. And for kindergarten through 2nd grade, verbalizing what they're feeling is hard for them to do. We can't hold that against them. Our job to go and understand that. It's hard to do, but it's going well. Now the last part, with 2 minutes left here. Challenges, we all know what the challenges are. From here to here then, what was the one thing, one example of what are you going to change for next semester? Kindergarten through 2nd grade.
What we're going to change for next year is going to make it
Listen. Go ahead.
make it more enjoyable for the kids.
Uh-huh.
Because sometimes yes, we do have a pressure. Not every kid comes in time, and there's a lot of things that we need to complete as part of the curriculum for the year. And in this whole thing, I think we are just running as a rat race of completing stuff.
Yeah.
So I want to go ahead and change it up to go ahead and make it a little more fun for the kids so that they love and they come back to the class rather than saying, I don't want to do this.
Make it more fun for the kids is theirs. And I would say don't just confine that from kindergarten to 2nd. Across all grades and make it more fun for the kids. All right, 3rd through 5th, what's your resolve for next semester?
So one of the resolve is the kids are younger, and sending the updates on Sunday would be best so that the parents also have a moment to ask and the kids have retained enough in class to answer those questions. And second is time management on my part because we do the combined classes. The workshops have been received very well by the kids, but we're not able to get to it because of a lot of things, the stage presentation
Yeah.
and stuff. And also do more activities with kids.
So they said, well, the first thing they said was awesome was sending that class update on the Sunday you teach the class. They're making me emotional saying these kinds of things. Oof. If you all do that, I will break down crying. With joy, with joy. It's like when Federer wins a Grand Slam, how he cries on the court, I'll cry like that here. Yeah, that would be someday. All right, what's different? 6th through 8th grade, what will you do differently?
Come up with more activities for the kids related to the topic so that they can understand the concepts and enjoy it at the same time. So like with games like hanging
Yes.
or whatever.
Well, interactive games to aid the, not as like a break from the learning, to aid the learning process. That's a big difference, true. High school, what will we change? Don't say change the kids, okay? You have to stick with those same kids.
I think we said greater engagement, better engagement with the co-teacher, working on that. And secondly, maybe work with Hariji to see how we can get greater engagement from the parents. Because
Which Hariji? This Hariji?
that Hariji.
Aw.
So when a message goes out in the WhatsApp group as the update to the dear parents, please do this, and I hear back nothing happened.
Yes.
What can we do to, I need your help.
Okay, so one challenge they said, or one thing to change for next semester is when we interface with the parents in the WhatsApp groups, that whether it's a stage performance or it's the canned food drive, whatever it is you want them to take part in, there's no response to it. How do we build that engagement? We'll think of ways. We'll think of ways together. So with that, thanks for going through the reflective exercise. I'm going to turn it over to Katyani Amma now, and in Chitrakoot, turn it over to your coordinators there. I think we can stop the stream soon for the teachers meeting. Go ahead, Amma. Can I also enjoy it like a teacher? Can I sit out there and be one with my people? I can't ask any questions? Oh.